So your manager just pinged you on Teams. Hey, can you join a quick call? HR will be there too. Your stomach drops because you know what's coming. And 5 minutes later, they hit you with it. This is not performance related. The role is no longer required. Congratulations. You're not being fired. You're being soft kicked out. And in the next 3 minutes, literally 180 seconds, you're about to make a decision that will either cost you lakhs of rupees or set you up for the next 6 months. The severance letter they're about to slide across, that's the cheapest exit for them. But I'm going to show you exactly how to turn that garbage into gold. Stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you, which HR will hate that I'm exposing this. First of all, let me tell you the biggest lie corporates sell you at the worst moment of your life. We're giving you a fair exit. No, they're giving you a cheap exit. 3 years ago, my younger brother sat exactly where you're sitting right now. Tech job. 27 years old. Thought he was crushing it. They called him in. Restructuring. The word every corporate coward hides behind. They offered him 2 weeks severance. 2 weeks. After 3 years of 60-hour weeks. Skipped weekends, making his boss look like a rock star. He almost signed it. Right there. Why? Because he felt guilty. Like he had done something wrong. His hands were shaking. His brain was screaming, just sign and get out of here. That's exactly what they're counting on. But here's what happened instead. He immediately contacted me, and I suggested him to ask for 24 hours from them. And he walked out with 12 weeks severance, extended health insurance, a neutral reference letter, and they paid him for career coaching too. Same company, same layoff, same budget. But how? Different approach. And that approach? That's what I'm going to share with all of you in this video. Please stay with me. Here's what nobody tells you when you're sitting in that room. Heart pounding, feeling powerless. Companies are terrified of you right now. I'm not exaggerating. Let me show you the math they're doing in their heads while you're panicking. Average wrongful termination lawsuit, $40,000 to $200,000. And that's if they win. One angry ex-employee on LinkedIn can tank their employer rating, destroy recruitment, scare away clients. The cost of your severance negotiation, a rounding error compared to the nightmare you could create. You think you have zero leverage because you're the one getting fired? Wrong. Absolutely wrong. The severance negotiation isn't them doing you a favor. It's them buying your silence and your signature on that release form. That document that says, I won't sue you. I won't trash you online. I'll disappear quietly. They need that badly more than you need the job. And that is your leverage. But here's where 99% of people mess up completely. And I mean completely blow it in the first 60 seconds of that meeting. Rule number 1: never sign. Never resign. Never panic. Tattoo these 3 words on your brain. Do not sign. I don't care if your manager is crying. I don't care if HR says this is standard and non-negotiable. I don't care if they make it feel like you need to decide right now. That's psychological warfare. And they're banking on your fear. Here's the second rule, and this is critical. Do not resign. If they say, we think it's best if you resign for a smooth transition. In that way, they basically want to convey to you that please save us a ton of money and kill your own negotiating power. Understand the math. That is, no resignation is equal to company problem. Resignation is equal to your problem. Always remember, the moment you resign, your leverage dies. So here's what you say. Memorize this magic phrase like your rent depends on it, because it does. I appreciate you sharing this with me. This is obviously a lot to process. I need 24 to 48 hours to review everything with my family and possibly consult with someone. When can we reconnect? Say it calmly. Don't apologize. Don't explain. Watch what happens. They'll say yes. Every single time. Why? Because legally, they cannot pressure you. They know this. But here's the real reason this works. The moment you walk out of that room, their clock starts ticking. Every day you don't sign is another day. You could be talking to a lawyer, documenting problems, building a case. And now that you've bought yourself time, here's what you do in those 48 hours, and trust me, this checklist will literally change what you walk away with. Okay, you're home. The shock is wearing off. Now it's time to audit what they offered you. Most people think severance means 1 month's salary. That's corporate gaslighting. Please note that severance actually includes all of this. Notice period pay, 1 to 3 months. Separation payment, 2 to 4 weeks per year of service, not 1 month total. Variable pay or bonus, prorated. Leave encashment, every single day. Health insurance extension, this alone is worth lakhs. Neutral reference letter, in writing. Outplacement services, 50,000 rupees to 5 rupees lakh value, depending upon how best you are able to negotiate with them. Early relieving letter, so you can start your next job faster. Everything is negotiable. Everything. Now look at what they offered you and ask. Red flag number 1. Are they giving you 1 week per year of service? That's insulting. Industry standard is to 4 weeks per year. You've been there 5 years? That's 10 to 20 weeks minimum, not 5. Red flag number 2. Health insurance. Are they covering it? For how long? Insurance costs 25,000 rupees to 75,000 rupees per month out of pocket. If they're not covering 3 to 6 months, that's lakhs you're losing. Red flag number 3. That variable pay or bonus you were supposed to get, make sure it's prorated and included. Red flag number 4. The release language. Are they asking you to waive all claims, even discrimination, harassment, things you don't even know about yet? That needs to be narrowed. Red flag number 5. Non-compete clauses. If they want to restrict where you work next, they need to pay you for that. That's not free. Now here's what most people miss, and this one question can double your severance. Believe me, before you negotiate anything, you need to ask for this magical document. Can you provide me with a copy of the standard severance policy for employees at my level and tenure? And remember, you will have to see the severance policy with your own eyes, and don't forget to cross-check the offer and policy together. Why is this magical document? Because I guarantee you the offer they gave you is below their own official policy. I've seen this play out hundreds of times. The offer says 4 weeks. The policy says 8 weeks. Boom! You just doubled your severance with one sentence. But even if they say, we don't have a formal policy, they're lying. But okay, you've planted a seed. Now they know you know this is negotiable. Next move, get comparables. Jump on Glassdoor, Blind, Reddit, LinkedIn groups. In the search button, mention company name severance package. Don't forget to screenshot everything and build your case. And here's a pro tip. In tech, there are literal spreadsheets where people anonymously share what they got. Use that data. Now you're armed with information. But here's where people completely fumble. They go back to HR like they're begging for charity. Delete that energy. Here's how you actually negotiate. Most people go back and say, I was hoping maybe we could have possibly increase it a little. Delete that entire sentence from your vocabulary. Here's the psychology that works 87% of the time. And I learned this from an employment attorney who's done hundreds of these. You don't ask for a favor. You present a business solution to their problem. Here's the exact script. I've reviewed the separation terms. I want to reach a fair resolution that works for both of us and will be a win-win situation. Based on my tenure, my contributions to specific project or client, and standard packages for comparable positions in the industry. I believe a package of mention the number of weeks, severance, mention number of months, health coverage, a neutral reference letter, and early relieving is appropriate and would allow me to sign the release quickly and move forward positively. See what you just did? You didn't beg. In fact, you presented a business case in a firm manner. You referenced objective standards, not emotions. You mentioned your contributions, remind them of your value. You said, sign quickly and move forward positively. That certainly will have an impact on them. And look at that last part you said. That's code for, give me this, and I won't be a problem. Anchor high. Always. If they offer 1 month, ask for 6. If they offer 4 weeks, ask for 16. Remember, you will never get what you don't ask for. And here's the critical part. If you really want to enjoy this moment, don't negotiate over email. Get on a video call. You need to see their faces. You need to read the room. Silence makes HR uncomfortable. Confidence makes them nervous. Calm, data-backed demands make them pay. But what if they say no? What if they're being total hard asses? That's when you pull out the nuclear option And I'm about to show you something HR always praise you never figure it out. If they're refusing to budge, being aggressive, playing hardball, you have to power moves. Move number 1, the attorney letter. You don't need to hire some to lakh rupees lawyer. Find an employment attorney, pay them 20,000 rupees to 30,000 rupees, and have them send one letter requesting all personal files, all performance reviews, all communications about your termination, breakdown of severance calculation. That letter alone will make them sweat. Why? Because it signals this person is serious. Legal is now involved. This could get expensive. Legal teams hate risk. They'll often tell HR, just give them what they want. Close this file. Move number 2, the discrimination or retaliation audit. This is where you get strategic. Ask yourself, times were you laid off but younger or cheaper employees kept? Age or experience discrimination. Times did they fire you right after you took medical leave? Disclosed pregnancy or reported harassment? Retaliation. Times are you the only woman, minority, or person over 40 in your team who got cut? Pattern of discrimination. If any of these are true, you mention it. Not as a threat, as a fact. Send this mail exactly to them. I want to resolve this fairly, but I'm concerned about the timing of this termination given the specific situation. I'd prefer to reach an agreement rather than explore other legal options. That's not a threat. That's a statement. But trust me, they'll hear the subtext loud and clear. You don't even need a perfect case. You just need enough smoke to make them worry about the fire. Now, you've negotiated. They've agreed. You're about to sign. But if you skip this final step, you could lose everything at the finish line. You've done the hard part. Don't fumble now. Step 1. Get everything in writing. If HR promised it verbally, it doesn't exist. Every term, every rupee, every benefit. In writing. Step 2. Read the entire agreement. Don't skim. Look for overly broad non-compete prevents you from working in your industry. Non-disparagement silences you forever. Clawback provisions, they can take the money back. Step 3. Understand the timeline. When do you get paid? What triggers it? Is anything contingent? Step 4. If it's a big package that is multiple lakhs, then spend 30,000 rupees to 50,000 rupees to have a lawyer review it. It could save you lakhs. And here's one final sneaky move. Right before you sign, you say, this works for me. The only other thing that would make this feel completely fair is one small thing. Can we add that? Maybe it's one extra week. Maybe it's removing a non-compete. Maybe it's a better reference. You're so close to the finish line. They'll often just say yes to close the file. But before I let you go, there's one thing I need to say, especially if this is your first layoff. If this is your first time being laid off, listen to me. You didn't fail. You didn't do anything wrong. Companies don't fire talent. They fire Excel sheet line items. Layoffs aren't about performance. They're about investor calls, quarterly targets, and executives protecting their bonuses. You are replaceable at work, but you are irreplaceable in your life, to your family, your friends, the people who actually matter. This company made a decision about you. Fine, but you get to decide how much it costs them. Your job title can be taken away. Your dignity should not be. Getting laid off is not your fault. The economy sucks. Companies make bad decisions. Bosses play politics. But how you handle this exit? That's 100% on you. You can walk out with the bare minimum, feeling defeated and broken. Or you can walk out with a severance package that honors your contributions, gives you 3 to 6 months runway, and lets you leave with your head held high. Severance negotiation isn't greed. It's survival. Pause. Breathe. Think. Negotiate. Don't be afraid. Don't feel guilty. Don't apologize for asking for what you deserve. Because here's what I've learned. Confidence in negotiation isn't about being aggressive. It's about knowing your worth and refusing to accept less. You've got this. Now, if this video helped you, if you feel more prepared, more powerful, more ready to fight for yourself, smash that like button. I'm trying to hit 10,000 likes on this because I want every person facing a layoff to see this. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm dropping career truth bombs every other day that HR doesn't want you to know. And drop a comment right now telling me, what's the wildest severance package you've ever heard of? I'll pin the craziest one. And if someone you know just got that sudden meeting invite from HR, share this video. It could literally change their next 6 months. Remember, you're not asking for a favor. You're negotiating a business transaction. Corporates negotiate every vendor contract. Today, you are the contract. Go get what you deserve. I'll see you in the next one.